Your estimate for electrical work on a kitchen remodel appears to be reasonable, considering the scope of work and the current market rates. The labor-only estimate is in line with industry standards for similar projects. The estimated cost to replace the load center is also reasonable, especially considering the condition of the existing Federal Pacific panel. It's important to clarify with the homeowner who is responsible for purchasing the junction boxes, multi-gang boxes, and other miscellaneous materials. Consider including a markup on materials if you are purchasing them on behalf of the homeowner. Permit fees can vary depending on your location and the scope of work. Be sure to obtain accurate estimates for the necessary permits. As previously mentioned, Federal Pacific breakers may be difficult to find. If you cannot source replacement breakers, installing a new load center is the safest option. Since the existing wiring does not include a grounding wire, it may be necessary to install a new grounding system, which could add to the project cost. Be clear about the homeowner's responsibilities, such as turning off utilities and providing access to the work area. Bidding is a competitive process. It's important to research the competition and consider market rates. Be prepared to negotiate within reason, but do not undervalue services. Provide a detailed estimate that outlines the scope of work, materials, labor costs, and any additional fees. Be professional and responsive to the homeowner's needs. Overall, the estimate seems reasonable and well thought out. By carefully considering the factors outlined above, you can increase your chances of securing the job. Let's delve into these aspects to provide a comprehensive understanding. Firstly, let's discuss the pricing aspect. Accurately assessing labor costs is crucial. Research prevailing hourly rates for electricians in the area. Consider the complexity of each task, such as moving an outlet, replacing appliances, or installing new circuits. Allocate sufficient time for each task, including preparation, execution, and cleanup. Secondly, material costs need careful attention. Obtain quotes from multiple suppliers to ensure competitive pricing on materials. Account for the cost of wire, conduit boxes, fittings, and other necessary components. Factor in waste and potential price fluctuations when estimating material quantities. Thirdly, regarding permit fees, these can significantly impact the overall project cost. Contact the local building department to determine the required permits and associated fees. Ensure the estimate includes all necessary permits to avoid surprises later on. Let's move on to additional considerations. Federal Pacific load centers pose a significant safety risk due to their history of breaker failures. Replacing the panel is highly recommended to ensure the safety of the home and its occupants. When pricing the load center replacement, factor in the cost of the new panel, breakers, and any necessary wiring modifications. If the existing wiring lacks a grounding wire, consider the implications for safety and code compliance. Evaluate the feasibility of running a new grounding wire to each outlet or installing a ground fault circuit interrupter (GFCI) protection. Explain the options to the homeowner and provide a clear cost estimate for each. Homeowner involvement plays a critical role in the success of any remodeling project. Establish clear communication channels with the homeowner to address any questions or concerns promptly. Schedule regular site visits to review progress and address any unforeseen issues. Bidding process requires a strategic approach to secure the job while maintaining profitability. Research the competition to understand their pricing strategies and service offerings. Differentiate yourself by highlighting your experience, expertise, and commitment to customer satisfaction. Prepare a comprehensive proposal that outlines the scope of work, pricing, and payment terms. Follow up with the homeowner after submitting the proposal to answer any questions and address any concerns. Finally, let's talk about presenting a professional image. Projecting a professional image can instill confidence in potential clients. Arrive on time for appointments and present yourself in a professional manner. Provide clear and concise explanations of the proposed work and its benefits. Offer references from satisfied customers to demonstrate your reliability and expertise. In summary, Creating an accurate and competitive estimate requires careful attention to detail and a thorough understanding of the project requirements. By considering these additional points, you can increase the chances of securing the job and delivering a successful outcome for the homeowner. Now let's break down each of the tasks in the question and discuss the factors that influence their pricing. For item number 1, moving an outlet up the wall at countertop height involves several considerations. The first consideration is the type of wall construction and the ease of running the new wiring. Secondly, the distance the outlet needs to be moved affects the amount of wire and labor required. Thirdly, the need to patch and repair the existing wall after moving the outlet should be factored in. For item number 2, removing the existing range and dishwasher and installing new appliances includes disconnecting the old appliances, installing the new appliances, and making the necessary electrical connections. Consider the difficulty of accessing the existing wiring and the need to modify the wiring to accommodate the new appliances. Also, account for the disposal of the old appliances, if required. Item number 3 involves relocating the under-cabinet range hood approximately 6 inches to the right of its existing location. This task includes disconnecting the existing hood, moving it to the new location, and reconnecting the wire. Consider the ease of accessing the wiring and the need to extend the wiring to reach the new location. Also, account for any necessary modifications to the cabinet to accommodate the relocated hood. For item number 4, installing a new circuit for sink disposal and switch includes running a new wire from the load center to the disposal location, installing a new outlet and switch, and connecting the disposal. Consider the distance the wire needs to be run, the type of wall construction, and the need to drill through any studs or joists. Also, factor in the cost of the new breaker, wire, outlet, switch, and other necessary materials. Item number 5 covers changing one single-gang receptacle box to a 2-gang and one 2-gang to a 3-gang. This task involves removing the existing boxes, installing the new boxes, and reconnecting the wiring. The difficulty of accessing the wiring and the need to enlarge the existing openings in the wall affect the labor required. Account for the cost of the new boxes, cover plates, and any necessary wiring extensions. For item number 6, installing either one recessed light or track lighting in the kitchen to replace the existing 2-foot fluorescent fixture involves removing the existing fixture, installing the new lighting fixture, and connecting the wiring. The type of ceiling construction, the ease of accessing the wiring, and the need to run new wiring from the switch to the new fixture should be considered. Factor in the cost of the new lighting fixture, wiring, and any necessary hardware. Item number 7 involves removing the existing floodlight in the soffit of the house and replacing it with a new floodlight. This task includes disconnecting the existing floodlight, installing the new floodlight, and connecting the wiring. The height of the soffit, the accessibility of the wiring, and the type of floodlight being installed will affect the labor required. Account for the cost of the new floodlight and any necessary hardware. Finally, item number 8 covers installing two 4-inch junction boxes. This task involves installing the junction boxes and connecting the wires inside the boxes. The location of the junction boxes and the number of wires that need to be connected will affect the labor required. Account for the cost of the junction boxes, wire connectors, and any necessary hardware. In addition to the above, consider the following general factors when estimating the cost of the electrical work. The age and condition of the existing wiring affect the difficulty of the work. The presence of asbestos or other hazardous materials may require special handling and disposal procedures. The need to coordinate with other trades such as plumbers and carpenters may add to the project cost. The time of year can affect the cost of labor, as demand for electrical services may be high during certain seasons. The location of the project can affect the cost of materials and labor, as prices may vary depending on the region. Remember that providing a detailed and accurate estimate is essential for securing the job and ensuring a successful project. By carefully considering all of the above factors, you can create an estimate that is both competitive and profitable. Let's dive a bit deeper into Federal Pacific Electric (FPE) load centers, as they present a unique set of challenges and safety concerns. FPE load centers, particularly those manufactured before 1980, are known to have a high failure rate of their circuit breakers. These breakers may fail to trip in overload or short-circuit conditions, which can lead to overheating, fires, and other electrical hazards. The issue stems from a design flaw in the breakers that can cause them to become stuck in the on position, even when they should trip. This poses a significant safety risk to homeowners and their properties. Given these safety concerns, it is generally recommended to replace any existing FPE load center with a modern, reliable panel. Replacing the panel not only enhances safety, but also provides an opportunity to upgrade the electrical system to meet current code requirements and accommodate future needs. When estimating the cost of replacing an FPE load center, consider the following factors: the size and complexity of the existing panel, including the number of circuits, the cost of the new load center and circuit breakers, the labor required to remove the old panel, install the new panel, and reconnect all of the circuits, the need to upgrade the wiring or grounding system to meet current code requirements, the cost of any necessary permits and inspections. It is crucial to communicate the safety risks associated with FPE load centers to the homeowner and explain the benefits of replacing the panel. Providing a detailed estimate that outlines the scope of work, materials, and labor costs can help the homeowner make an informed decision. In addition to the safety concerns, FPE breakers may be difficult to find, as they are no longer manufactured. This can make it challenging to add new circuits or replace existing breakers in an FPE panel. If replacement breakers cannot be found, replacing the entire load center is the only option. When discussing the replacement of an FPE load center with the homeowner, be sure to emphasize the importance of safety and the long-term benefits of upgrading the electrical system. Provide the homeowner with options for different types of load centers and explain the pros and cons of each. Offer a warranty on the new load center and the installation work to provide the homeowner with peace of mind. By addressing the safety concerns associated with FPE load centers and providing a comprehensive estimate for replacement, you can help the homeowner make a responsible decision and ensure the safety of their home. Next, let's discuss the implications of the existing wiring not including a grounding wire. In modern electrical systems, a grounding wire provides a safe path for electrical current to flow back to the source in the event of a fault. This helps to prevent electrical shock and reduce the risk of fire. However, older homes often lack a grounding wire, which can create a safety hazard. There are several options for addressing the lack of a grounding wire in an existing electrical system. One option is to run a new grounding wire to each outlet from a grounding point, such as a grounding rod or metal water pipe. This is the most effective way to provide grounding protection, but it can also be the most expensive and time-consuming. Another option is to install ground fault circuit interrupters, GFCIs, to protect outlets in areas where electrical shock is more likely, such as kitchens, bathrooms, and outdoor areas. GFCIs are designed to detect even small amounts of current leakage and trip the circuit to preventing electrical shock. A third option is to replace the existing two-prong outlets with three-prong outlets and use a GFCI circuit breaker to protect the entire circuit. This provides some level of protection, but it is not as effective as running a new grounding wire to each outlet. When discussing the lack of a grounding wire with the homeowner, explain the safety risks and the available options for addressing the issue. Provide a detailed estimate for each option, including the cost of materials and labor. Recommend the option that provides the best balance of safety and cost-effectiveness. It is important to note that simply replacing two-prong outlets with three-prong outlets without providing a grounding path is not safe or code-compliant practice. This can create a false sense of security and increase the risk of electrical shock. When estimating the cost of adding grounding protection to an existing electrical system, consider the following factors: the number of outlets that need to be protected, the distance the new grounding wire needs to be run, the type of wall construction, the need to install GFCIs or GFCI circuit breakers, the cost of any necessary permits and inspections. By addressing the lack of a grounding wire and providing a comprehensive estimate for adding grounding protection, you can help the homeowner ensure the safety of their home and comply with electrical codes. Shifting our focus now to homeowner involvement, their responsibilities are key to project success. Clear communication from the outset will streamline the work. Homeowners should understand their roles, such as turning off power to certain circuits before work begins. Access to the work area should be readily available. This means clearing pathways and ensuring furniture is moved to prevent obstructions. Decision-making also falls under homeowner responsibility. Prompt decisions on lighting fixtures, appliance models, and outlet placements are vital to maintain project momentum. Homeowners should also be responsible for safeguarding pets and children from the work zone to ensure their safety. Discussing these responsibilities upfront manages expectations and avoids misunderstandings later. This collaborative approach ensures a smooth workflow and minimizes disruptions, leading to a satisfactory outcome for all parties involved. Let's discuss the bidding process itself. Bidding is more than just providing a quote. It's about presenting value and building trust. Start by researching your competition. Understanding their pricing and service offerings allows you to differentiate your bid. Detail is crucial in a bid. Clearly outline the scope of work, the materials you'll use, and a breakdown of labor costs. This transparency builds confidence. Always factor in contingency costs. Unforeseen issues can arise, and having a buffer protects your profit margin. Present yourself professionally during the bidding process. Arrive on time, be courteous, and demonstrate your expertise. Follow up after submitting your bid to answer questions and reinforce your commitment. Be prepared to negotiate, but know your worth. Don't compromise on quality to win a bid. Remember, a well-crafted bid reflects your professionalism and increases your chances of securing the project. Finally, the customer experience will determine long-term success. Providing excellent customer service is just as important as providing quality electrical work. Start by being responsive to inquiries. Promptly answer phone calls and emails. Listen carefully to the homeowner's needs and concerns. Offer solutions that meet their specific requirements. Maintain a clean and organized work area. Respect the homeowner's property and privacy. Communicate regularly throughout the project to keep the homeowner informed of progress. Address any issues or concerns promptly and professionally. Follow up after the project is completed to ensure the homeowner is satisfied with the work. By providing exceptional customer service, you can build a strong reputation and generate repeat business. Always strive to exceed the homeowner's expectations and create a positive experience. This will lead to referrals and help your business grow. In conclusion, the details of estimating electrical work for a kitchen remodel include many facets. From understanding the complexities of Federal Pacific panels to the importance of grounding, and from defining homeowner responsibilities to mastering the bidding process, each element plays a crucial role in the overall success. By focusing on accurate pricing, comprehensive planning, clear communication, and exceptional customer service, you can ensure projects are not only completed safely and efficiently but also leave a lasting positive impression. This holistic approach will help establish a solid reputation, foster trust with clients, and pave the way for sustained growth and success in the electrical contracting field.